Welcome back to Jimmy Meets World, where I cover my comedy journey via my RV life, where I show you the what, where, and how of us getting there. Alright, please also like, share, subscribe to my channel, because that would be the polite thing to do, and you wouldn't want to be rude, but also because that's how we're doing it. We're building this thing, that's how we're going to make money, and we all need that money, honey. That inflation is hurting bad, I know it is. Okay, right? Okay, so we're in episode 2, where we don't panic, we're going to Arizona. But Arizona was a little bit too far of a leg over, so we had to make one stop, and that stop was in Yuba City, which actually Yuba City is the largest city in Navajo land. I had never stayed on a Native American reservation before. I mean, and let me tell you, I was a little bit in shock. This is where I'm going to do my inaugural Jimmy Gets Mad About Something Sad. Because, listen, I mean, I was in shock. Everybody needs to go. This being said, everybody needs to go to one of these reservations to see that you don't have it so bad. You don't have it so bad. Wherever you're living in America, it's not so bad, because these places, hey, don't get me wrong. These people were very nice. Everybody was very polite. It was almost got to be like an old town feel. Everything was out of date, kind of. But one of the things that really blew my mind that I wanted to just cover, not to be a Debbie Downer or anything, but I just had to cover it real quick to bring some light to it, was that their priorities were a little bit out of whack. All right. First of all, it's the only place like I've seen at least in the United States, that is still rocking masks everywhere you go. Right? You're kind of like going into like a blast from the past.
Not too shabby. I'm not hitting you.
So I said it felt like in the older towns, you like walk in and everyone's still wearing masks and stuff. But then in this RV park we were staying, they just had such a disregard for animal cruelty laws. I started to look into it because, literally, I was about to rescue this little puppy German Shepherd.
So check out over here, there's this dog, like I was saying, that's underneath this trailer. But if you look right over here, the asphalt, where is it, is so hot. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's moving. It's that fucking hot. That's how hot it is. Doesn't look like temperature for a dog to be hanging outside, huh? Oh, there's the owner right there. There she is. Oh, must be proud.
The laws of America don't apply to Navajos, and that's fine as long as you have good laws. But one of the things I noticed is that they still have masks here. You still have to wear masks everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, mask wearing. All right? And I'm at this trailer park, and every place I've ever, not trailer park, it's like an RV park or whatever. Every RV park I've ever been to, there's a rule, there's a straight law about tying a dog up. You can only have a dog tied up if you're outside with your dog, but you can't just tie your dog up. Sorry, you can't tie your dog up and just let it live outside. Well, guess what? I'm out here, I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to catch a charge out here because this guy, he's got his dog living underneath his trailer, and he just lets it be out there all day, all night long. I'll hit you with it real quick. Because it's Arizona, right? Arizona. I mean, it's Navajo land, but it's Arizona, and it's the middle of the summer, and they just have this dog just sitting there on the outside all day long. I mean, I started yapping. I started running my mouth so loud about it that they actually started tending to the dog. I mean, it makes me feel like that people aren't educated. They don't know this is not the right thing to do. Anyway, I get a little upset when I started talking about animal cruelty because I love my puppies so much. I love my puppies. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I just thought we should bring some light to that. Talk about that real quick. Right? And I think that's it. Alright, so just like the oppression to all the indigenous people of this great country, back to America like it never happened. Anyway, but all joking aside, listen, so we're back to Arizona, we're heading down, we actually we decided that Camp Verde, Arizona was going to be the perfect spot for us. Why? Well, because it was the best bang for our buck for an RV park. There's actually a few different ones around the area, so competition will meet the price. So that's what we did. We've been staying here for a little while now, and actually it's been pretty nice, minus the monsoons.
All right, where we at up in here? Camp Verde. This is the first time I've really seen the monsoon hit, but you can definitely tell
That my dogs really don't like it. But look at out here. Oh, there you go. Oh man. You guys see that? Oh. Damn. Not seeing that guy. You see that? See, look at my buddy. Damn, the guy that lives across the way. You can see his cars are getting flooded. He lives right close to the river right there. The river's on the other side right there. Ooh, say a prayer for him. Dang. Ooh, uh-oh. All of a sudden, things got a little squirrely out here. And we're like, just came into a river runs through it out here. Is Brad Pitt around? Because look at that river's running through here. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
She knows that's funny. That's funny. Oh, that's good stuff. Toonie, it's okay, Toonie. She's very concerned. It's okay.
I don't know if me. I was actually pretty Florida confident. Like I was like, oh, I've seen stuff. I've been through a hurricane or two. But monsoons are kind of like mother-in-laws. They'll come to visit unexpectedly and they'll leave you in fear for your life. All right, so Camp Verde is actually the geographic center of Arizona. So I figured by being here, we'd be about an hour and 20 minutes from Phoenix. I'd be about 30 minutes away from Sedona, which is the closest one, which actually is where we kind of like boost up on supplies and stuff. We go hike. There's a lot of cool stuff out there.
All right, well, I'd say about 3.5 miles later, in the middle of nowhere.
And then we're also pretty close to Prescott. Prescott, not Prescott, for all you people that are not from Arizona, it's Prescott. And that's how you know. That's how you know you're fancy like that. And we're pretty close to Flagstaff, about give or take 55 minutes away. So there's all these different little cities that have, reasonable comedy scenes from what I understand. But that's the whole point of this whole great comedy tour, right? We're trying to find the greatest comedy in Arizona, and I'm going to lift up every rock until I do find it. All right, so that's what we've been doing. But any great comedian, I don't even care how good you are. I mean, I heard the great Chris Rock. He even goes out and works some of his jokes at open mics still to this day. So there's nothing better than an open mic for you to figure out, gauge your comedy, see where you're at. I do have a little bit of advice for other comedians. I see so many comedians out of these open mics, They're single people, but they're married to their material, all right? Take a risk, man. Don't be afraid to change the joke up every once in a while. Change your bit up. Take risks. I have exactly the opposite problem. I will go and do one bit, and I'm like, okay, that worked. Move on. Okay, that didn't work. Moving on. No, sometimes you gotta actually work the bit a few different times. Get the nuances. Get the inflection changes. All those little things, right? Hey, we're all in this together. All right, so the first city I started to kind of farm out a little bit is Sedona. It's a smaller city. I mean, it's not really have a big comedy scene. I think there's like a couple open mics really that you can work. I've only been to one of them so far. But Sedona is the main city that we go to like re-up on supplies and get dog food and get whatever. Definitely not. Anyway, so Sedona also has great, beautiful hikes. I mean, Sedona is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. People from all over the world come here to hike, and there's also like vortexes, and people are really into like this spiritual stuff. And I don't want to mock that stuff, I got my little praise that I give to the man above, and so whatever floats your boat, I guess, right? Whatever works for you. But anyway, so Sedona was tight. I mean, there was this open mic at this place called the Oak Creek Brewery.
Good night. Oh, got a packed house in Sedona.
I think they just got it started. It's only been going for a few weeks. The guy has good intentions that's running it there, but you could definitely tell. But it's good though, because it's real people. Sometimes as comedians, we go to these open mics and all we do is see other comedians. And what do? Like, I'm not laughing at this guy. I'm not gonna laugh at him. Definitely not. Never. No way. Because if I laugh at him and he doesn't laugh at me, then I'm gonna hate him forever. No, it's like, oh, it's okay to laugh at other comedians, it's okay to support each other. We're not trying to, it's like, come on, support them, support your local friend, support your local comedian. Come on, man, don't be like that. So I'm staying here in Camp Verde, which coincidentally is right down the street from this place called Cliff Castle that actually has comedy shows. They just started putting them on again. And Adam Dominguez, a guy that I used to go perform at some of his open mics that he had in Las Vegas when I was out there. So he's a buddy of mine, and he happened to be featuring for this guy, Mark Cordes. So I came out, visit him. It was great to see him, great to support him. I got to actually check out that venue, and now I'm trying to work that angle. I'm trying to get in there, you know? But yeah, so then, gotta support your local comedians, support your friends, don't be a hater. All right, so moving on to the next city. So Flagstaff, we went up to Flagstaff. Actually, I haven't been to a kava bar since I was in South Florida. No, that's not true. I just straight up bold-faced lied to you. I haven't been to a kava bar that sold kratom, that is. That's a whole nother story. I'm not going to get into it. But there's a place called Awa Kava in Flagstaff that was having an open mic. So I figured, hey, you know, why not? Let's go hit two birds with one stone, hit some of that kava. Kratom or kratom, potato can be very good for your back. My love, she's got some back issues, so I wanted to go check that out for her, and I also enjoyed it too. So anyway, Awa Kava, their product is nice. Go check them out if you have a chance. Their open mic, I wish I could say it was as good as their kava. I mean, I hate, you know, it's hard to judge them on it because the kid that's running it, you know, God bless his soul, but I just want to give him a little bit of advice if he ever sees this. Dead Bug, I think what the guy's name was. If you're running an open mic and you're having artists come and you want those artists to respect your time, then you should always respect every artist's time. And if you're running the mic, when people are performing, try your best not to like talk when they're performing, because they're going to respect your time if you respect their time, and vice versa. Okay, don't ever act like you're any important than any one person in the room. And it was a very small room, and because of that, you could literally hear every single thing so I won't be going back to that open mic because of that. I mean, like literally my mic picked up every single voice, every single ting, every single ring, every single bing, you know. So anyway, but it was good kava, so check them out, Flagstaff. Awa Kava, it was definitely a solid product. The second spot that we went in Flagstaff was this actually really cool eclectic spot. It's like this semi-famous bluegrass club called the Museum Club. And so like all types of bluegrass, country guys come there and play music and stuff. It's real cool. All types of like, the open mic though seems to be a lot of like bluegrass playing, like dads and moms that come and just like jam out. It's actually really cool. I was the only comedian there, but they seemed pretty excited when I showed up, and usually like in a place that has so many comedians, so it's kind of a breath of fresh air, although it was kind of a tough crowd, so be ready for that. But they give you 20 minutes because they're used to musicians coming, so they give musicians 4 songs, and they're like, okay, 20 minutes. So you better have your material, because 20 minutes is a long time to bomb that stage in front of all those people. Seems like a room that's okay for this. Either way, who cares?
Oh my God, look at all these people. Let me tell you, who did you vote for? You better have voted for Donald Trump. Because let me tell you, I'm coming back with a fury, baby, with a fury.
Alright, if you didn't like that, I got something else for you.
Now listen here. We need to make sure that every single person has health care. It doesn't matter what you have to pay. It doesn't matter. You will pay more, and you will pay more. But together we will survive. We will survive through all these times. Okay? Yes, I drive $100,000 Mercedes, but that's not the point. Okay? That's not the point.
Okay, let's see. But it was a solid venue. I really liked the venue. I really liked the people. They had cheap alcohol there. Like, I mean, it was like a couple bucks a beer or whatever. It definitely wasn't like, it's not going to get you booked anywhere by a booker or anything, but it's a place where you can get 20 minutes to work out longer form stuff, you know, once you get to that point. Because, I mean, where else are you going to do it? How are you going to know how to build a bigger bit unless you build a bigger bit and perform it? So I like the Museum Club for that reason, and that's why I will be back there to try to work out some longer form stuff, preparing to try to do feature shows. Oh, yeah. All right, cut. So then after that, we went down to Phoenix, and like I said, Phoenix is solid. Phoenix is a real solid town, especially for comedy. I get the feeling that they actually, like, they're a professional venue. Like when I went to Stir Crazy recently for the mic that they had, and
put your hands together for Jimmy Brennan.
How's everyone doing tonight? Ooh, good to be here.
Kobe. I like that. On Kobe Day, on Mamba Day. I like that a lot.
Not gonna lie, I did pretty well, at least according to some subs that I got on YouTube. They thought I did all right. So anyway, but it's a great room. I'll definitely be going back there again. And I'll be hitting up different places in Phoenix. So yeah, so I'm gonna be continuing to do what we're doing. Now I'm kind of caught up with you guys as now I'm here in Camp Verde, definitely for the rest of this month. So now every single week you're gonna be seeing, you know, kind of a week in arrears, but I'll just be vlogging. I'll be posting one vlog every single Sunday. So now you guys are caught up. I'm in Camp Verde. I'm going Phoenix. I'm going Sedona. I'm going Flagstaff. I'm going Prescott. I'm going everywhere, all right? So I'm going to find the best, the greatest. It's the great American comedy tour in an RV. And we're finding the greatest, best comedy in Arizona. So stay tuned to next Sunday. Like I said, make sure to like it, make sure to share it, make sure to subscribe. Don't want to miss anything, right? I got stand-up coming. I got other content coming. I got these little shorts I'm doing. You know, I also got these little shorts I got on too. I know you like my outfit. But anyway, stay tuned because Jimmy Meets World is in gear. Y'all crazy.